Okay, good evening, everyone. Notice of this meeting stating the date, place, and time has been disseminated as required under the Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231, PL 1975. Copies of the agenda are also posted on the city's website and Linden TV for the public. This meeting is now called to order. Mr. Clerk, can you please conduct your prayer and flag salute?
God of the universe, look thou with favor upon these here assembled, and bestow thy guidance upon the members of the governing body in their deliberations. This we ask in thy name. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
In the event of an emergency, the proper method of exiting the council chambers is through the 3 doors in the rear of the room. Occupants should proceed down the staircase, out the front door, and move away from the area of the front steps. Any member of the public wishing to speak during the public comment session at the end of the meeting, please sign in on the white sheets provided at the front of the room with your name and address. If a member of the public wishes to speak on the city budget, please sign in on the pink sheets. If a member of the public wishes to speak on the SID budget, please sign in on the green sheets in the front of the room. We ask you to please turn off all cell phones and place them on vibrate. If you must take a call, please leave the council chambers to do so. Mr. Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Mrs. Ormond.
Here.
Javik.
Present.
Caldwell.
Present.
Mohammed.
Present.
Rivas.
Present.
Roman.
Here.
Strano.
Here.
Armstead.
Here.
Medina.
Here.
Hudak.
Here.
Mrs. Yemakaitis.
Here. Can we have approval of the public session minutes of March 19, 2024, please?
Council President, I move for approval of the public meeting minutes of March 19, 2024, and request a second.
Second.
Mrs. Ormond.
Yes.
Javik.
Yes.
Caldwell.
Abstain.
Mohammed.
Yes.
Rivas.
Yes.
Roman.
Yes.
Strano.
Abstain.
Armstead.
Yes.
Medina.
Yes.
Hudak.
Abstain.
Mrs. Yemakaitis.
Yes. Okay, this evening, this is the time and place to conduct a 2024 budget hearing. I know we have a lot of students here this evening, but unfortunately, due to it being advertised and under statute, we advertised it for 7 p.m., so we have to do our budget presentation first, but we'll immediately get to the students after that, okay? So Mrs. Zach is going to do a budget presentation this evening.
This is how we spend your money, guys, so pay attention.
Yeah.
It's a good learning
I'll talk
experience.
quick. Don't worry, I'll talk quick.
Okay.
Haha. Got your attention. Good evening, everyone. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the mayor and council for allowing me the opportunity and the honor to present this year's municipal budget. The municipal budget for the city of Linden is $127,637,261.56. The budget is broken into 2 categories of operating expenses: salary and wages and other expenses. Our salary and wages for the year 2024 is $53,121,561.72. This represents all 675 full and part-time employees. The other operating expenses are other expenses, which encompasses our debt service, our other expenses to operate our departments at $74,515,699.84 for a grand total of $127,637,261.56. This chart illustrates the various categories of how we break down our municipal budget. Our number 1 priority is our public safety departments. Our public safety departments comprise of our police department, a fully paid police department at complement under the direction of Chief Hart. We have a fully paid fire department under the direction of Chief Haskell. We have tremendous dispatchers, and thank you to all the dispatchers. This is Dispatcher Week. And we also have an incredible Office of Emergency Management under the direction of Chief Hart. Our Public Safety Department expenses are $39,666,161.72, or roughly 31.08% of all appropriations go towards running our public safety departments. Our second largest category is our insurances, which this year had gone up tremendously for our health insurances, our workers' compensation insurances, and our liability insurance at $21,804,600, or roughly 17.8% of our total appropriation goes towards insurances. The third largest category is our Community Services Department, which encompasses under Nick Pantina and Jerry Bishop, the Department of Public Works, Dave Martinez. We have Municipal Garage under Dave Martinez. We have engineering that Joe Kroback is instrumental in, Buildings and Grounds and Transportation and Properties under Tyrone Givens. In addition, Keith Pressey handles the operations for our Parks and Recreation Department. The total of those combined divisions and departments is $15,415,100, or roughly 12.8% of all appropriations go towards operating those critical departments. The fourth largest category in our budget is our statutory expenses, which again went up this year. This is our statutory expenses of our unemployment, FICA, Social Security, and deferred charges and pensions at $15,301,653.47, or roughly 11.99% of our total budget. The fifth category is our debt service. We always try to maintain a level debt service. However, this year, our debt service is $13,740,000, or roughly 10.76% of our total appropriations. The debt service, as we see our general obligations drop off, we then do permanent financing through general obligation bonds. We will be doing a bond issue this year for the city of Linden. The sixth category is our general government category, which comprises all the smaller departments, from the mayor's office to the city clerk's office to the Board of Health to my department. The general government category is $12,235,994.06, or roughly 9.59% of our total budget. The seventh category is what's called our reserve for uncollected taxes. As a municipality, we never get to collect 100% of our taxes. However, we do collect all the taxes, and it's our responsibility to turn over 100% of the levy for the county to operate, 100% of the levy for the Board of Education to operate, and therefore we have to budget what's called the reserve for uncollected taxes at $3,875,000, or roughly 3.04% of our total budget for reserve for uncollected taxes. The eighth category is our library category. This is a state-mandated minimum number that we cannot budget below at $2,901,802.31, or roughly 2.27% of our total appropriations. And the last category is our utilities. For all 23 facilities and our 40 parks, the total utilities is $2,696,950, or roughly 2.11% of our total budget. I know many people ask where our tax dollars go. This governing body has control over the blue section of our tax bill. The municipal amount to be raised by taxation for 2024 is $65,657,242.91, or roughly 33.71% of each dollar spent goes towards all the municipal services that I just mentioned that we provide to you. The library, again, is a state-mandated number at $2,901,802.31, or roughly 1.49%. We have a category of our county. This is an estimated number. We don't have the final number yet, as they have to certify and adopt their budget. It's at $31,622,771.98, or roughly 16.34% of each tax dollar. The Union County Board of Commissioners run the county government, and we have our very own Joe Bodek as a Union County Commissioner. Prior to him, we had Chris Hudak as a county commissioner from Linden that made sure Linden was able to receive exceptional services, and that's continued under Joe Bodek. The open space is a component of the county, and this is an estimated number at $1,191,417.31. And this, we were fortunate enough for the last several decades to be able to get funding for our parks and park improvements through the Kids Trust grants from the open space. And the last category is our school, and this is an estimated number of the levy for $93,215,916. The members of the Linden Board of Education have done a phenomenal job over the last several years, working with Mayor Armstead and the administration to try to be as fiscally responsible, and they have an outstanding superintendent of schools under Superintendent Perkins, and I know that they're going to continue working very closely together and helping try to stabilize the taxes whenever possible. Mayor Armstead and his administration has worked very hard over the last 6 years for fiscal responsibility. In 2018, the mayor had eliminated the garbage surcharge, which was $120 annually for a single-family home based on $120 a year. Each year thereafter, residents did not have to pay that. In addition to working on decreasing taxes each year so that the residents did not have a tax increase on the municipal portion during the worldwide pandemic, the mayor and his administration worked very closely in trying to reduce wherever possible. So over the last 6 years, it's been over a $703 decrease if you were to add each year up. Unfortunately, in 2024, because of the mandated increases, we're not going to be that fortunate to have no tax increase on the municipal side. We have many statutory expenses that had increased, that are mandated, that we have no control outside of our control. Our state pension system increases nearly $900,000. Our health benefits increased nearly $1.2 million. Liability and workers' comp insurance had increased nearly $1 million. The state library minimum, again, based on a formula based on our equalized valuation, increased by $311,000. Those mandated increases were over $3.3 million. Coupled with the other expenses in each operating department suffering from the inflation over the last 3 years of double-digit inflation has hit each of our operating budgets, so it's costing more to operate our services. In addition, we also have 10 bargaining units and 675 employees, and we have mandated and contractual obligations that we have to meet. So therefore, in 2024, it's going to be the first tax increase from the municipal side since 2017. It's at $19.71 per month based on an average assessed home of $133,565, or an annual increase of $236.44 annually for the municipal portion. We've had 6 years of the decreases, and basically the net from this increase would be still a decrease of $466. Mayor Armstead and his administration work very hard in making sure that the priority is servicing the citizens and the residents and the taxpayers of Linden. We have a Department of Public Works that is second to none in the state of New Jersey that does more than any town around us. We handle trees, we handle sewer service, we handle the maintenance of waterways. We have to dispose of our garbage collection that annually costs us over $1.3 million. We have 4 trash collections a year that we don't ask the residents to contribute towards. That's an annual cost of almost $500,000. We have street sweepings that we must dispose of. We handle recycling, and we also do park landscaping for our 40 parks. Over 201 acres are some of the services that are provided by our Public Works Department. We have a Recreation and Parks Department that have many programs and opportunities for our residents to enjoy. We have over 40 parks. We have 5 recreation centers, and we also have 3 summer day camp programs. We have 3 summer playground sites that have over 600 residents. I'm sorry, 5. My glasses need fixing. We have 5 summer day camps and 5 playground sites, and we also have 3 spring playground sites and 3 fall playground sites available to our residents. We have a multitude of events that we do every year. Mayor Armstead and the Easter Bunny and Council President had a blast over this last March 30th celebration for our annual Easter egg hunt. And starting in May and going all the way through December, check our website and check with Recreation, because we have a lot of fun festivals and activities that will be coming up for the residents of Linden. Our Parks and Recreation Department also have various youth-sponsored activities, not only just sports. We have STEM classes, they have exercise classes, and they also have open gym. We have a special needs camp and special needs programs. We offer adult-sponsored activities from fitness classes to mental health seminars to open gyms. We also have our senior citizens that have various programs, dances, and every year we have an annual Outstanding Senior Citizen of the Year where we honor them. The second component of the municipal budget is our capital budget. In order for an item to be included in our capital budget, it has to have a life expectancy of at least 5 years and a value of over $20,000. If you come to the meetings, you'll see that there's various bond ordinances that are on the agenda. Those items are because they're part of our capital improvement plan. Public safety this year's total for their capital improvements will be $1,336,500. We were fortunate enough to have Senate President Scutari allow us to get through grants from the state over a $2 million grant for a brand-new fire truck, and we're working closely with our congressmen and our United States senators to get additional federal funding for police vehicles and radio communication equipment. So those numbers should hopefully be offset by grant fundings. The next department that's critical to our infrastructure and addressing our needs is our engineering department. Joe Kroback and his staff do a phenomenal job of addressing our aging infrastructure from the various street resurfacing projects. He works on getting various grants to offset those expenses. We have curb and sidewalk reconstruction, storm and sanitary sewer improvements. We were fortunate enough to get a streetscape grant for Wood Avenue. That was over $1 million. And we're right now working with the federal government with our United States senators and our congressmen to get additional funding to do sewer work. And Mayor Armstead's going to be implementing a workforce affordable housing program that's going to be the premier program in the state of New Jersey. It's something that's going to be brand new for the city of Linden, and it's something that we're excited to be looking forward to having more affordable housing in the city of Linden. So the total engineering budget is going to be over $8.3 million this year alone for our capital improvements. The other departments of non-public safety that will be addressing their needs are going to be buildings and grounds, transportation and properties, public works. Their total is $1.9 million of improvements. The information technology, this is our IT division. They've become very active in replacing not only cameras throughout the city, but we also have various hardware that needs to be replaced for public safety and non-public safety departments. And we are coming into the 21st century and getting a brand new telephone system throughout the city of Linden, voice over IP telephone system. Those total appropriations is $1.3 million. We also have a Department of Parks and Recreation. Keith Pressey has worked very hard with the state of New Jersey in applying for several grants that we're hoping will offset some of these expenses. And he's working on a multi-park improvement project that's going to last between 5 and 10 years that we will be addressing every park within the city of Linden and doing upgrades. This year's appropriation is $2.2 million. And we have the Director of Health, Amy Peluso, who has done a tremendous job in our health department. And they had requested an SUV for their nurses, and we had included that in our capital budget for $38,000. Mayor Armstead and his administration, along with Alex Laspinoso, have worked tirelessly on various redevelopment projects. This is not a list of all of them, because I didn't have enough space on my slide to put all of them. These are the most active, and the ones that we will be seeing pilot revenue, that's reoccurring revenue of payment in lieu of taxes, that the city of Linden gets to have 95% of the revenue from these pilots, and we share 5% with the County of Union. Over $7,553,465 are in our revenue for 2024, and that's a reoccurring revenue that will be in our budget for the next 20 to 25 years. We have over a total investment of these properties of $1 billion, over 770 residential units and more coming, and we have a total industrial, commercial, and hotel square footage of nearly 4.8 million square feet. Lastly, I would just like to thank our tax collector, Stacy Karen, for her tireless efforts on increasing our tax collection rate. She's relentless when it comes to this, and thank you for your hard work and your effort. As you can see, our tax collection rate is on the rise steadily. Even during a worldwide pandemic, our collection rate is going up. It's nearly at a 99% collection rate, which is for a town our size is unheard of. So once again, I really like to thank not only Stacy, but all of my staff for their assistance in putting this PowerPoint presentation together. I would like to thank everyone, and especially the cast of Mamma Mia, for being so patient and sitting through this presentation. I truly appreciate it. I was young once, and I understand. And if I didn't answer your questions during this presentation, please feel free to ask me any questions thereafter. And once again, thank you everyone for your time and attention. Have a good evening.
Okay, we're going to continue with our budget presentation. Can I ask everyone to please take their seats? Okay, the 2024 municipal budget was placed on the city's website after its introduction last month. Councilwoman Ormond, could you please read your budget statement?
Yes, thank you, Council President. The introduced budget represents a total of $127,637,261.56 in expenditures for the year 2024. The Finance Committee will continue to work to further reduce expenses wherever possible. The Finance Committee has worked with every department head in keeping expenses to a minimum. Based on the average assessed home value of $133,555, this year's increase is $236.44 for the year, or $19.71 per month. This includes an annual increase of $15.33, which is a state-mandated increase for the library portion of the tax rate. I would like to thank all the members of the governing body for their assistance and recommendations on the 2024 budget. I would like to especially thank every department head for their dedication and diligence in reducing the 2024 municipal budget wherever possible.
Okay. Can we have a motion to open the public hearing on the budget?
Madam President, I'd like to request to open the public hearing on the 2024 municipal budget. I request a second.
Second.
Mrs. Ormond?
Yes.
Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell?
Yes.
Mohammed? Yes. Rivas?
Yes.
Roman?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Medina?
Yes.
Hudak?
Yes.
Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes. Okay, is there anyone from the public who wishes to speak on the budget? Now is the time for the municipal budget. Okay. Seeing none, can we have a motion to close the public hearing on the municipal budget?
I make a motion to close the public hearing. Can I have a second?
Second.
Mrs. Ormond?
Yes.
Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell?
Yes.
Mohammed? Yes. Rivas?
Yes.
Roman?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Medina?
Yes.
Hudak?
Yes.
Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes. Mr. Bodek, can you please read the resolution adopting the 2024 municipal budget?
Be it resolved by the council members of the City of Linden, County of Union, that the budget herein before set forth is hereby adopted and shall constitute an appropriation for the purpose stated of the sums therein set forth as appropriations, and authorization of the sum of $65,657,242.91 for municipal purposes, and $2,901,802.31 minimum library tax. General revenues surplus anticipated, $10 million. Miscellaneous revenues anticipated, $216,34. Receipts from delinquent taxes, $2,300,000. Amount to be raised by taxation for municipal tax purposes, $65,657,242.91. Amount to be raised by taxation minimum library, $2,901,802.31. Total revenues of $127,637,261.56.
Okay, can we have a motion to adopt the 2024 municipal budget, please?
Thank you, Council President. I'd like to make a motion to adopt the municipal 2024 municipal budget as stated and ask for a second, please.
Second.
Mrs. Ormond?
Yes.
Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell? Yes. Mohammed?
Yes.
Rivas?
Yes.
Roman?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Medina?
Yes.
Hudak?
Yes.
Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes. Okay, now we have to have the public hearing on the 2024 SID budget. I'm going to call upon Mr. Capezza to do the presentation on the SID budget. Just remind everyone, anyone wishing to speak on the SID budget, please sign in on the green sheets in front of the room.
Should we explain what a SID is to the students?
You want to do it, John?
Felipe, could you explain what a SID stands for and what it does and how it gets its money for the students? Your microphone, Felipe. Hit your mic.
Is it working?
There you
Oh,
go.
there you go. I got a strong voice anyway. Again, Special Improvement District, doing business as Uptown Linden.
It's our storefronts on Wood Avenue.
Basically, it's a collection of all those
By the way,
properties
if
on
anybody
Wood
knows,
Avenue.
we're located on 403 Northwood Avenue.
Yep.
What, if you don't mind, what we do, we assess the properties on Wood Avenue an additional tax, and it goes to a special improvement district so that we can have functions. If you ever see what's going on in the promenade, and we can do various things on Wood Avenue to clean and improve it, the money that is assessed to these properties, that's where it's derived from.
Okay. All right. Can you do your presentation?
And we also bought Felipe a new suit. Just kidding.
Get my eyes on. We get a city revenue for $182,094. City surplus for the year 2024 is $73,281. Give us a total of $255,375. The city budget for 2024 and 2025, salaries and wages, is $94,000. Purchases of insurance, professional services, lawyers, accounting, audit, $13,200. Marketing and supplies, office supplies, advertising, marketing is $13,000. Lease for 403 Northwood Avenue, yearly lease payment, copy machine leases, utility, PSE&G, and Comcast is $32,200. Special projects, this is where we get our bread and butter from. Comedy shows, new signage for City District, banners, Wood Avenue redesign, seasonal events, entertainment is $185,000. Totals of $255,375. Any question on that? Mr. Rivas? We're good? Mr. Muhammad? Good. Anybody else? Mr. Roman? You're the question guy.
I am
No?
indeed. $200,000 budget. I know that you are planning a power washing program this coming spring. I'd like to hear more about it if you got a moment for the kids.
Sure. We purchased a $10,000 high-pressure power washer for $6,000. The power washer was delivered exactly a month and a half ago with a defect. We caught it right on time. We called the distributor. The distributor said, don't worry about it, we'll send you another one. So we got two for the price of one. Okay? That's good news on that one. What we're planning on doing is a spring cleaning. We're starting at the beginning of May, and we're going to be doing the sidewalks. This is a high-power steam cleaning, hot water power washer. Is going to be removing the gums, the mildew on the sidewalks, hopefully on some of the walls on the buildings. So you're going to see a lot of improvement just on the sidewalks. Along, we also have the cafeterias and the restaurants. They're going to be doing some dining out or cafe out, helping them getting the permit. So you're going to see a lot of people eating outside, which is going to bring in some foot traffic. So please be careful with those that are sitting out. Don't be bumping into them. Don't be smoking at them.
Thank you, sir.
I guess that concludes my presentation, unless you
Yes,
have any
thank
question
you.
there, Ms. Yamakadis.
Yes. Okay. We're going to open the floor for public comments. Is there anyone from the public who wishes to speak on the SID budget? Okay, seeing none. Can we have a motion to?
We have a question over here.
Oh, Mr. O'Halloran? Come on. All right.
I have a quick question. Craig Halloran, 120 Donaldson Place. At one point, when the Clark Properties was turned over to the developer, Sid lost $25,000 in funding. Did the city ever find a way to make that up?
Okay, Felipe?
Thanks for the question. That was going to be my questions, but I was trying to get a hold of the developer. Unfortunately, this was done through a financing department. They do an agreement on the financial agreement with the developers, and for some reason, the SID district was not supposed to be included in there. They bypassed that, therefore we lost some revenues. I'm trying to see how we can get that revenue back. Fortunately for the builder, there was an issue with the an in-ground oil tank where they had to spend more money than they anticipated, so therefore I have to back up a little bit, wait until they get their breath of air again, and maybe I'll address that one particular question for them. So yes, I'm trying to get the money back. If not from the city, from the builder. If not from Mr. Rivas' budget.
All right. Is there anyone else from the public who wishes to speak on the SID budget? Okay, seeing none, could we have a motion to close the public hearing and adopt the 2024 SID budget, please?
Madam President, I'd like to make a motion to close the hearing on the SEED 2024 budget hearing. I respectfully ask for a second.
Second.
Mrs. Ormond?
Yes.
Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell? Yes. Mohammed?
Yes.
Rivas?
Yes.
Roman?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Medina?
Yes.
Hudak?
Yes.
Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Okay. We thank everyone for their patience with the budget hearings tonight. They were advertised for 7 p.m. That's why we had to proceed with them. Mrs. Armstead said it was great for you to see all the presentations, to see how the city functions. So we appreciate you. Did very well here this evening. Okay. The presentations. Mayor, we'll do the Mamma Mia play first, since they waited so patiently and their parents all came out. I had. Okay.
Because they're.
Okay, if everyone wouldn't mind, we have a presentation for Fire Captain Totoli. They're on duty right now, so we'd just like to get them taken. They're down here. Okay? Yes. So I'm going to ask the members of the Fire Committee, Chief Haskell, and Fire Captain Totoli to come forward, please.
Good evening, everyone. Today we are here to honor a great fireman that we have in town, Carl Totoli. I've known him since he was knee-high to a grape. You know what I mean? He's an excellent, excellent young man. His mother raised him well, and she's my secretary. I know where he gets his work ethic from. But I'm honored to be able to present. Let me see what that award says again. Hold on. Where's this? Oh, okay. It is an award honoring Carl Totoli as the Fire Investigator of the Year. And what I have to say is that this is the first time Linden ever received such an award. And to me, that means a lot. Carl, as long as I've known him, has been a hard worker. He's just an excellent young man, and I'm proud of him. You know, and this is what we work so hard for. We work hard to see our children become something. We put a lot of work into them to make sure that one day they can stand in front of people like yourselves and be honored and just make us proud as parents. And I'm proud of him. I can tell you that right now. He's an excellent young man, and we're just happy to be able to give him this presentation. So I'm going to let the chief read the resolution. Okay? And, let's take a picture. Okay, we'll take a picture first? Okay. Let me present that to you, young man. Get on that side.
All right, good evening, everyone. For those who don't know me, my name's William Haskell. I'm the chief of the Linden Fire Department. Tonight, I have the honor of recognizing one of our members of the Linden Fire Department, Captain Carl Totoli, who was recently named the 2024 New Jersey State Fire Investigator of the Year. I'd like to tell you a little bit about Captain Totoli. He's a 15-year veteran of the Linden Fire Department, and he has quickly moved up the ranks. He was promoted to lieutenant in May of 2017, captain in April of 2021, and became a New Jersey Certified Fire Investigator in May of 2021, where he was assigned to our Linden Fire Department Fire Investigation Team. Seeking this additional knowledge and experience, he was appointed to the Union County Fire Investigation Task Force on March of 2022, where he is currently a deputy coordinator. Over the last 3 years, he was very instrumental in investigating the following fires at the VFW in Linden, the Singer Factory Fire in Elizabeth, and a line-of-duty death firefighter in Plainfield. Tonight, I'd like to present you with a commendation from the department, and I'll share it with everybody here. So, on behalf of the Linden Fire Department and the City of Linden, I'd like to commend you for being awarded the 2024 New Jersey State Fire Investigator of the Year Award. This prestigious award recognizes you for outstanding achievement in fire investigations. The fact that you were nominated by both the Union County Arson Task Force and the New Jersey ATF CFI, unbeknownst to each other, is a testament of your hard work and unwavering dedication to fire safety and investigation. The Linden Fire Department and the City of Linden is proud to announce that you are the first member of the Linden Fire Department to receive this prestigious award. I am proud of you and honored that you're a member of the Linden Fire Department, and congratulations on your achievement.
Okay, now we're going to honor Mamma Mia.
I can't begin to think of the number of times that I've been at this podium and we've given out awards to basketball players, baseball players, football players, soccer, you name it, we've given out awards. But this is the first time that we're giving out awards to the people, the young people who did an outstanding job. Outstanding. I've been to several plays at Linden High School. In fact, I try to go every year. And I'm not saying this because my daughter was in the play. And she sang, and she sang, oh man, she really sang. But it was something to see. And I am so proud of each and every one of you. You guys did what a tremendous job. I can say this. My wife will never have to say, come on, honey, Come on, you're not watching TV. We're going to the play. She will never have to do that again because I'll be attending all your plays from now on. It was just phenomenal. I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge the production staff as well. Okay, and I have all their names here, so forgive me. It's going to take a couple seconds to get to that last page. So, production staff, we have Mr. Howard Whitmore. Now, Howard and I go back for years. I mean, when I first started as a politician, I used to knock on the door, and his mother, I couldn't get to another house because his mother would keep me there for 2 hours. She was a talker, but she was a great person. We loved her, and we miss her because she was a wonderful person. We have Dwayne Cosby. Is he here tonight? I watched Dwayne put his heart and soul into these productions, and he's always done a great job. He really has gotten the best out of our students also. So congratulations to him as well. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention Barbara Brady. Is she here tonight? Where's Barbara Brady? She's not here? She's another one. She puts her heart and soul into these children, let me tell you, and she gets the best out of them. And we love her for what she does. She's a choreographer. Okay. And then we have Anthony Spano. Where's he at? Where's Anthony at? Anthony, he's our orchestra director. He does an excellent job. We appreciate the hard work that he does. And we have Dana. I hope I don't mess up your name, Dana. Say that again one more time. Warhaftig. I want you guys to sing that, okay? Okay. Warhaftig, okay? Yes, and Dana Warhaftig, stage manager, thank you for what you do, okay? And before I call out all these names, I'm going to thank all your parents because the parents are behind you 100%. They get you back and forth to rehearsal, and without them, if it wasn't, you wouldn't be here without them. So, but we want to thank them for taking the time out of their busy schedules to make sure that you get back and forth to play rehearsal, and they're very important in this overall production. So, so without any further ado, I'm going to go through all the names here. Of all of you young people and who've done such a great job. So the first person we have, you don't all have to come at one time. We're going to go outside and take a picture. I'm going to call you. We have, the cast is Daniela Valesco. Joe Ashley Arachi. Miranda McKnight. Christina Ramos Rodriguez, Lola Grasso, Abigail Reese, Abigail Reese Armstead, Christopher L. Joyner, Jason Bates, I hope I said that right. If I say a name wrong, if I get a name wrong, all you guys just say it in unison and correct me, okay? Samuel Arrayes, Christian Medeiros, Justin Barsnika, Stefan Siddleby, Bianca Spencer, Emily Ayala, Giselle Brown, Diana Cooper Reed, say it again, Diana who? Dianaya Cooper Reed, Emanuela Degby, Marcelina, Domodatska. Tanya Drayton. Tanya? Huh? Oh, Tanaya Drayton, okay. Sorry about that, Tanaya. Nuran El Badwi. Shukran El Badwi. Ariana Elvin. Joyce Fitz. Kayla Francis. Lorlea Garcia. Did I say that right? Okay. Victoria Giraldo. Raleigh Donna Jean. Royana. Okay, say it again in unison. Rodiana. Jean. Nadira Jenkins. Kayla Lewis. Selena Luciano. Liana Ocasio Cuevas. Liana Ocasio Cuevas. Samantha Payles. Kayla Sadden. Mia Stolov. Myra Tenner. Anna Vixiana. This is going to be a tough one. Brianna Exaltpeck. Did I say that right? Okay, this is the crew now. We're at Chris Ackerman. Let's see if I can get this next name right, okay. Amina Armstead? Oh, that's right. The next one's going to be tough, too. Amaya Armstead. Did I get that right now? Then we have Caden Bulden Amaker. Rude Marley Cherry. Clara Mary Garcia. Rachel Morcus. Naomi Murata. Celit Sanchez. Michaela Wheeler Franklin. Danielle Jock. Karina Martinez. And that's all, folks. But as you can see, it's not just, that's right, give them a round of applause. It's not just acting. It takes a whole lot to put a play together. I mean, and even if you have a lead role, you have to remember that you're only as good as your supporting staff. Those people around you who are working hard to make this thing happen, they're just as important as having a lead role. And people have to understand, in that business that you're in, acting and theatrical world, everybody comes together in unison to make something into a great production. And that's what you all did. You made it into a great production. And I'll say this 1,000 times. I am so proud of you. I am so proud of you. Again, you'll never have to worry about me missing a play again. Okay? So anyway, I do have some special guests here. I didn't acknowledge that we have our superintendent of schools here, Mrs. Atia Perkins. And we have some board members here as well.
Board president.
And the board president. What's the board president? I was going to invite her up. I was saving the best for last. Okay. No. We have some board members here as well. We have Lamari Centrone in the back. She's there.
Brianna Armstead.
There's another Armstead here, Brianna Armstead. And did I miss any other board members here? Did I miss anybody? Okay. All right. Well, I think I got everybody. Okay. So last but certainly not least, I have the board president, Dr. Marlena Berghammer. Would you like to say a few words? You want to come say a couple words? This lady is never short on words, I want you to know. That's what I love about her. You see, I have lived, but she writes speeches. I'm gonna hire her to be my speechwriter next.
I want to start by saying it takes a village. The mayor, the city of Linden, and the Board of Education has come tonight to reward you on an amazing, amazing play. My name is Dr. Marlena Berghammer, and I'm the president of the Linden Board of Education. First, I want to thank the mayor of Linden, Mr. Derek Armstead, for inviting the talented cast and crew of the Mamma Mia. Join me in celebrating them today. I also want to thank the council members who work tirelessly to keep our city clean and safe and to keep our real estate taxes down. You have my support. I want to thank the high school principal, Mr. Coons, who is doing an amazing job at our flagship school, Superintendent Perkins, and the staff at the Linden Public School for all their hard work. I also want to thank the cast and the crew, because you know what? You guys are not as good as you are without the people that are carrying you. They are the wind beneath your wings. You are good because of them. Thank you. But today is the day we celebrate our young entertainers. I want to congratulate all the talented entertainers sitting here today. Whether you are a singer, a dancer, a producer, a scriptwriter, or a stagehand, you have once again proven the power of teamwork. Your commitment to work together to make Mamma Mia a success and to bring the joy and laughter to your peers and the Linden community is simply amazing. Your creativity, your passion, your dedication deserves this honor. Tonight, several stars are shining bright because of you. Anyone who can bring joy and laughter to this world should be celebrated. Once again, thank you, and I hope that one day we will all have the opportunity to see all of you on the big screens. Thank you.
So what we're going to do next, we're going to step outside, give you all your certificates, and we're going to go out and take a picture. And we have the names in order so that it shouldn't be hard to give everybody their certificates. If we just, one at a time when we get outside, we'll give them to you. But we want to take that picture, okay?
Mayor,
got-
we have two more presentations that we need you for first.
Oh, my goodness.
Before
Okay,
we can
I'm
move on, okay?
So sit tight.
All right, thank you.
Okay, what's
All right, our next one, we're kind of hoping to hold this one off, but it's for Ninth Ward Councilman Armando Medina. We're going to ask him to please come forward. He's going to be leaving council on April
Sit tight,
30th.
everybody. We'll be back. We'll be with you. Okay.
Okay. Daniel, you want to come up with that?
Hey, Mom's gonna come up too.
Mom's taking pictures.
Oh, we got it.
There's a
We got.
special picture she wants,
Okay, gotcha.
right?
I guess you can say this is bittersweet. Councilman Medina has served for 12 years, and sometimes opportunities come to us, and we have when you have an chance to seize on an opportunity, that's what you do. And Councilman Medina is moving to a different town. He's moving to Colonia, or has moved to Colonia. So with that being said, he's no longer going to be serving as a councilman. But I will say this, he served with distinction. He served his community well. He was accessible, kind, and worked well with this council, with this governing body. You know, and we don't get a chance to come in front of our citizens and say that we lowered taxes without the cooperation of all these on the governing body. These budgets that we put together, there's nothing easy about it. Our department heads are coming to our council members constantly asking for input and direction and how we should proceed, and we try to provide. And Armando Medina, Councilman Medina, he'll always be a councilman, has done just that, and we're proud of him. We're proud to have served with him, and we wish him well. And while we're here, I don't want to steal any of his thunder, but we have another gentleman here with us who lives right down the street, and his name is Alfred Rodriguez, and he will be filling in some pretty big shoes, as he will be serving to, he will be replacing Councilman Medina. You got some big shoes to fill, young man, I want you to know. You're young too, so, you know, we're gonna send Medina, Councilman Medina over and give you a little training, okay? You don't mind, do you? All right, okay. But anyway, we thank you for your service. I'm gonna read the resolution before we take a picture. It's a resolution honoring Armando Medina for his dedicated service as councilman of the 9th Ward, and it reads as follows. Whereas Armando Medina will conclude his 12th year of service as councilman of the 9th Ward on April 30th, 2024. And whereas Armando was elected to his first term to office on November 6, 2012, and began his service to the residents of the 9th Ward in the city of Linden January 1st, 2013. Whereas during his time on council, Armando has served as chairman of the Cable TV, Technology and Communication Committee. He's also served as a member of the Engineering, Fire, Public Works, Law, Real Estate, and Parks and Recreation Committees. And whereas his dedication and commitment has benefited the citizens of the 9th Ward, those of the city and Linden in many ways, his hard work contributed to the efficiency of the operations of the Linden government and to improving the quality of life for all Linden residents. And whereas Councilman Medina has discharged his duties with great diligence, compassion, diplomacy, and faithful dedication to the residents of the 9th Ward and to all of Linden. Now therefore be resolved by the Mayor and Council of the City of Linden that Councilman Medina be and hereby is thanked and congratulated for his years of distinguished public service to the City of Linden. Be it further resolved that this resolution be entered into the minutes of the Council of the City of Linden, and that a copy be presented to Armando Medina in recognition of the foregoing, and is signed by Michelle Yamakaitis, Council President, and myself, Derek Armstead, as Mayor, and Joe Bodick, as the City Clerk, will attest to it. And I'll say this again, thank you for your service. It's not easy being a councilman. We're going to miss you, okay? And listen, I know you moved to Colonia, but you can always come back if you want.
We also have a plaque for him.
Okay.
Okay. Armando, we're going to miss you. I know this is tough on you this evening. You know, you served the residents of Ninth Ward in Linden with your heart and soul. So we're going to miss you. So the plaque is acknowledging Ninth Ward Councilman Armando Medina for the dedicated service as councilman of the Ninth Ward of the City of Linden from January 1st, 2013 to April 30th, 2024. Congratulations, Councilman.
Now we can take some pictures. Oh,
She can.
That's right, she's working in the surgery.
You want to hold the?
Oh, go. Please, get in. Thank you. I'd be remiss if I didn't tell this story. I wasn't much older than you the first time I came to this council meeting, trying to get more involved in the city and find out where my parents' tax dollars were going. And through my first couple of years coming here, I started trying to help out the candidates that I saw best, that would be best for my parents. And I'll be honest with you, when Armando Medina was running in 2012, I was the campaign manager for his opponent. And I never knew him. I just saw all of his signs going up in the Ninth Ward, which is local to where I grew up. And I never met him. But it was the week that Sandy hit, right before the election. And Armando called for a complete cancellation of campaigning, that we'd be doing no more campaigning. And it was really an honorable thing. And I met him on Election Day. A lot of us stand outside the polls trying to get your last-minute votes. And I met him there, and I spoke to him for about 4 hours outside, where the candidate I was supporting wasn't even there. And by the time I finished talking to him over those 4 hours, I was like, that's the guy for the job. I hope he wins. And, and I did all that work just to support him in the end. I've supported, he's become like a friend to me, and he's the literal definition of how to do this job. He picks up the phone for the residents when they call, and he helps them with their problems, and that's our jobs as council members. So I just wanted to say that and tell that story, and thank you again, Armando.
I'm going to add to that story. The other guy who was running against him, he didn't stand a chance because we were supporting Armando.
I'll share something real quick since we have the staff from Mamma Mia and I also have my son here. But when I ran in 2012, I ran as an independent. And let me tell you something, guys. I had no aspiration of being involved with politics and whatnot. But what really got me involved, just bring back step a little bit. I'm an Elizabeth boy. So I grew up in Elizabeth. So I'm here I'm here because my wife's a Linden girl. And we chose to settle here in Linden. We had like a 5-year plan. No aspiration of running for politics, but I got involved in my community. And I started making phone calls, and I started seeing little things here and there that just didn't make sense or wasn't right. And one day I got a knock on the door, like, hey, you'll be good at this. And we did. I think, oh my God, we met with the mayor. At that time, he was a councilman, and we had a little powwow meeting in my backyard. I think we grilled up some hot dogs and hamburgers back there. And you know what? And I knocked on doors. And I still can't believe in that day, in 2012, I was not expecting to win, and I actually won. But what I think was the most proudest moment, that I became the first Latino councilman in the city of Linden. And you guys, no one can ever tell you that you can't do something. So just keep that in your hat and keep that as inspiration to keep moving forward in life. Do well, guys. Thank you.
Okay, we have one more presentation, a short one. Jen? Okay. At this time, I'd like to ask Mindy Kuzniak to please come forward. This will be a quick presentation.
Phil, if she doesn't want them, I'll take them. How you doing? Who's coming?
While we're waiting for Mindy, I just want to acknowledge someone else in our audience this evening. We have former 6th Ward Councilman Bob Sadowski. Where is she?
She's coming? Okay.
Don't be shy, Mindy. We know you don't have a shy bone in your body. Okay. Hey. One thing the Armstead administration is very big on is let's catch somebody doing something good. Now, Mindy, Easter week, during spring break, ran a health fair here in City Hall, and it was exceptional. All I heard from the employees was what a wonderful job she did. She brought many vendors in, and she did a lot of this all on her spare time. So, Mindy, we'd like to acknowledge you and thank you for your hard work and dedication, and thank you for all you do. You're welcome. You even took your mask off. Congratulations. All right. You want to turn it down?
Oh, okay, yes. We're gonna go outside.
Okay.
Okay, Mamma Mia staff, we're gonna go outside and take pictures now. Oh, okay, I forgot.
Okay, we're... We need Lisa. Can the council members please return to the dais? We're going to continue with ordinances on hearing, please. Christine's here. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, could all the council members please return to the dais? Okay. Okay. We're continuing with our meeting. Okay, we're going to continue with ordinances on hearing, please. Okay. Mr. Martinez, could you please close that door?
Council
Just
President, I
close the
move
door.
to have order. Just get everyone.
Yes. Please close the doors to the back of the room.
Alan, can you close the doors for us?
Yes. Okay. All right, we're going to continue with ordinances on first reading, beginning with ordinance 6815, please.
An ordinance authorizing the sale of Block 89, Lot 6, known as 610 East Baltimore Avenue, on the current tax atlas of the City of Linden, not needed for public use, setting a minimum bid price of $130,000, and establishing a public auction date of May 1, 2024 at 10 a.m.
Okay, has the ordinance been properly published and posted?
Yes, ma'am.
Has any written communication been received?
No, ma'am.
Is there anyone from the public who wishes to be heard on this ordinance? Okay, seeing none, can we have a motion, please?
Council President, I'd like to make a motion that we close the hearing on ordinance 68-15, adopted, and ask for a second, please.
Second.
Mrs. Ormond?
Yes.
Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell?
Yes.
Mohammed? Rivas? Roman?
No.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Medina?
Yes.
Hudak?
Yes.
Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes. Ordinance 6816, please.
An ordinance to amend and supplement Chapter 31 zoning of an ordinance entitled, an ordinance adopting and enacting the revised general ordinances of the City of Linden, 1999, passed November 23rd, 1999, and approved November 24th, 1999, and as amended and supplemented, amending certain provisions of the C-1B district, revising Section 31-12.1, permitted use, 31-19.18, parking lots, and 31-25.13, signs in the C1B Commercial District.
Okay, has the ordinance been properly published and posted?
Yes, ma'am.
Has any written communication been received?
No, ma'am.
Is there anyone from the public who wishes to be heard on this ordinance? Okay, seeing none, can we have a motion, please?
I move to close the public hearing of ordinance number 6816, move for approval, and request a second.
Second.
Mrs. Ormond?
Yes.
Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell? Yes. Rivas? Roman?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Medina?
Yes.
Hudak?
Yes.
Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes. Ordinance 6817, please.
An ordinance of the City of Linden adopting a redevelopment plan for Block 426, lots 2, 3, and 4, formerly Amici's Restaurant, pursuant to the local redevelopment housing law, NJSA 40A:12-1 at sequence.
Okay, has the ordinance been properly published and posted?
Yes, ma'am.
Has any written communication been received?
No, ma'am.
Is there anyone from the public who wishes to be heard on this ordinance? Okay. Okay, can you please state your name and address for the record, sir?
Yeah, John Kaiser, 23 West Munsell Avenue.
Okay, go ahead.
Can somebody up there just let the citizens of Linden know exactly what this is going to be, this redevelopment project?
Okay.
Well-
Mr. Antonelli?
Sure. The redevelopment plan that is on for adoption before council this evening creates an overlay zone for what I'll call the Amici's property. And basically, in looking at the redevelopment plan, it calls for essentially a mixed-use building as at least the major, I guess, use for the property.
Okay. So it's going to be apartments?
Multifamily residential.
Okay, how many units?
I don't know if just looking now, I don't know if it calls for an exact number. I think that will come at some later date. This just allows the use to take place.
Okay. I'll just let the residents know. It's going to be 70 units and 4 for affordable housing. This is a Peter Matlos project with Vic Vinegra, the city engineer. And I think it's being sold for $2 million, and they're trying to sell it already for $3 million. What I'm saying is, like everybody in and the city knows what it's going to be, so I just want to be transparent there for the residents. Thank you.
Mr. O'Halloran?
Craig Halloran, 120 Donaldson Place. I'd like to speak on this. The other day at one of the meetings I went to, I believe the developer's calling for a 4-story apartment with a penthouse on top in where this property is located. And I don't see how that fits in with the architecture in the area, which is called for by the city master plan. That's my question.
Mr. Antonelli?
I'm not a planner, but the city's planner, Paul Rickey, put together the redevelopment plan that calls for this overlay for multifamily residential and the bulk requirements that are set forth in the plan. So I'm a lawyer, not a planner, but I rely, and I know this council does, as well as the mayor, on Paul Rickey, who has been the city's planner for quite some time and has a lot of institutional knowledge about the zoning all throughout the city.
Thank you. I'll ask Paul myself when I see him again.
Okay, thank you. Is there anyone else wishing to be heard on this ordinance? Seeing none, can we have a motion, please?
Council President, I'd like to make a motion to close the hearing on 68-17, adopt it, and ask for a second, please.
Second.
Mrs. Ormond?
Yes.
Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell? Mohammed? Rivas? Roman?
No.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Medina?
Yes.
Hudak?
Yes.
Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes. Ordinance 6818, please.
An ordinance amending Chapter 2.72 entitled Committees of the City Council, be it ordained by the Council of the City of Linden, Section 1, that Chapter 2-7.2 entitled Committees of the City Council shall be amended as to read as follows. This ordinance merges the Finance Committee with the Revenue Enhancement Committee and merges the Public Works Committee, Engineering Committee, and Public Property Committee into the Community Services Affordable Housing Committee.
Okay, has the ordinance been properly published and posted?
Yes, ma'am.
Has any written communication been received?
No, ma'am.
Is there anyone from the public who wishes to be heard on this ordinance? Okay, please come forward. Please state your name.
Two-part question. First, can someone...
state your name and address.
Virginia Malik, Lenape Road. Thank you. Can someone, in one sentence, explain what is the function of the Revenue Enhancement Committee? What do they do? What's their remit?
The Revenue Enhancement Committee, they meet to try to bring redevelopment and more revenue into the city.
So is this what Alex is part of this? Or
Yes.
So that's actually his...
Council President, may I, if you don't mind? Virginia, Alex is...
We're not doing back and forth, John.
Simply,
Go ahead.
Alex is the director of Linden Economic Development Committee. It's an autonomous agency that we just give some funding to. However, the Revenue Enhancement Committee is a council-managed committee. This whole council runs off of council committees, and they look to enhance the revenue and then bring those designs up before the whole council.
Our Finance Committee is a big portion of it. Councilwoman Ormond's been on that for
Part of the
revenue enhancement. They're looking to bring more revenue into the city.
Okay, so they're going to
Yes.
be working closely with Alex.
Yes.
on
They're,
their-
they're combining the committees because they're mostly the same members anyway. They're combining the committees because they're mostly the same members anyway, so they can handle all the business together. It's making it more efficient.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
That's
you.
it.
Okay, is there anyone else who wishes to be heard on this ordinance? Seeing none, can we have a motion, please?
Council President, I move to close the hearing on ordinance 68-18 and ask for a second.
Second.
Mrs. Ormond?
Yes.
Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell? Yes. Mohammed?
Yes.
Rivas?
Yes.
Roman?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Medina?
Yes.
Hudak?
Yes.
Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes. Ordinance 6819, please.
An ordinance to amend and supplement Chapter 7, Traffic, of an ordinance entitled, "An Ordinance Adopting and Enacting the Revised General Ordinances of the City of Linden, 1999, passed November 23, 1999, and approved November 24, 1999, and as amended and supplemented. Be it ordained by the Council of the City of Linden that Chapter 7, Traffic, Section 7-20, one-way streets shall be, and the same is hereby amended. 7-20, one-way streets, name of street, add Lindegar Street, direction north from West Elizabeth Avenue to West Blanky Street.
Okay, has the ordinance been properly published and posted?
Yes, ma'am.
Has any written communication been received?
No, ma'am.
Is there anyone from the public who wishes to be heard on this ordinance? Seeing none, can we have a motion, please?
Council President, I move the hearing be closed and ordinance 6819 be adopted, and request a second.
Second.
Mrs. Ormond?
Yes.
Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell? Mohammed? Rivas? Roman?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Medina?
Yes.
Hudak?
Yes.
Mrs. Yamakaitis?
Yes. Ordinance 6820, please.
An ordinance to amend and supplement Chapter 7, Traffic, of an ordinance entitled, "An Ordinance Adopting and Enacting the Revised General Ordinances of the City of Linden, 1999, passed November 23, 1999, and approved November 24, 1999, and is amended and supplemented. Be it ordained by the Council of the City of Linden, Section 1, that Chapter 7, Traffic, Section 7-22.1, four-way stop intersections shall be, and the same is hereby amended as follows. Add Clinton Street and East 13th Street, stop signs to be located on Clinton Street and East 13th Street, East 13th Street, and Clinton.
Okay, has the ordinance been properly published and posted?
Yes, ma'am.
Has any written communication been received?
No, ma'am.
Is there anyone from the public who wishes to be heard on this ordinance? Okay, seeing none, can we have a motion, please?
Council President, I'd like to make a motion to close the hearing on ordinance 68-20, adopted, and ask for a second, please.
Second.
Mrs. Ormond?
Yes.
Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell? Yes. Mohammed?
Yes.
Rivas?
Yes.
Roman?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Medina?
Yes.
Hudak? Mrs. Yamakaitis?
Yes. Ordinance 6821, please.
An ordinance to amend and supplement Chapter 7, Traffic, of an ordinance entitled, "An Ordinance Adopting and Enacting the Revised General Ordinances of the City of Linden, 1999, passed November 23, 1999, and approved November 24, 1999, and as amended and supplemented. Be it ordained by the Council of the City of Linden, Section 1, that Chapter 7, Traffic, shall be, and the same is hereby amended as follows. 7-33 handicap parking regulations, 7-33.1A handicap parking on the street. Add 119 East Henry Street, one spot.
Okay, has the ordinance been properly published and posted?
Yes, ma'am.
Has any written communication been received?
No, ma'am.
Is there anyone from the public who wishes to be heard on this ordinance? Okay, seeing none, can we have a motion, please?
Council President, I move the hearing be closed and the ordinance number 6821 be adopted, and request a second.
Second.
Mrs. Ormond?
Yes.
Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell? Mohammed? Rivas? Roman?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Medina?
Yes.
Hudak?
Yes.
Mrs. Yamakaitis?
Yes. Ordinance 6822, please.
An ordinance to amend and supplement Chapter 20, Shade Trees, of an ordinance entitled, "An Ordinance Adopting and Enacting the Revised General Ordinances of the City of Linden, 1999, passed November 23, 1999, and approved November 24, 1999, and as amended and supplemented. Be it ordained by the Council of the City of Linden, Section 1, that Chapter 20, Shade Tree, is hereby repealed in its entirety and shall be replaced as follows.
All right,
No, that's it.
okay. Has the ordinance been properly published and posted?
Yes, ma'am.
Has any written communication been received?
No, ma'am.
Is there anyone from the public who wishes to be heard on this ordinance? Okay, seeing none, can we have a motion, please?
Madam President, I'd like to make a motion to close the hearing on ordinance 68-22, move for adoption, and respectfully request a second.
Second.
Can we, discussion?
Thank you, Council President. Just for the public's knowledge, this is a ordinance that comes to us from, I think, the DEP, that all municipalities have to pass a tree ordinance, essentially creating a permit fee and creating a process where you have to get a permit to take out a tree.
On your own property.
On your own property, not on public property. This is private property. You have to get a permit to take out a tree. And also institutes major fines if you don't get a permit. So I just wanted that to be on the record for everyone. It's $30 to get your permit to take out a tree on your own property.
All right, we had a motion and a second. Can we have a roll call, please?
Mrs. Orman?
Yes.
Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell? Mohammed?
Yes.
Rivas?
Yes.
Roman?
No.
Strano?
Yeah, well, seeing that this is, in my opinion, a government overreach, I vote no.
Armstead?
Yes.
Medina?
No.
Hudak?
Yes.
Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes. Okay, we'll now move on to consent agenda items. All items listed with asterisks are considered to be routine by the city council and will be enacted with one motion. There will be no separate discussion on these items unless a council member so requests. We have items number 1 through 4. Can we have a motion, please?
Council President, I offer motion that we adopt the aforementioned items asked for second.
I second.
Mrs. Orman?
Yes.
Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell? Mohammed?
Yes.
Rivas?
Yes.
Roman?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Medina?
Yes.
Hudak?
Yes.
Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes. On our consent agenda, we had a retirement this evening. I'd like to congratulate Robert Firestone, Labor and Public Works, and wish him best on his retirement, and thank you for his service to the city. Okay, we'll now move on to reports from the governing body, beginning with Councilwoman Orman.
Thank you, Council President. I'm going to start with the Budget Review and Finance Report. Approval is requested for the following finance actions: the payment of bills totaling $1,686,898.50. Bills have been signed by the mayor, council president, and finance chairwoman, and a detailed check register and vouchers are on file in the city clerk's office. We are in receipt of investment made by the city treasurer for the month of March at the rate of 4.16%. I move for approval and ask for a second.
Second.
Mrs. Orman?
Yes.
Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell? Mohammed?
Yes.
Rivas?
Yes.
Roman?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Medina?
Yes.
Hudak?
Yes.
Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes. Go ahead with your report, Councilwoman.
Okay, my next report is Division of Transportation and Properties. I hereby submit the monthly financial report from the Division of Transportation and Parking for the month of March 2004. The report includes the collection of on- and off-street parking meters, railroad parking lots, railroad parking permits, and merchant parking permits. The Trenton side collections, $1,588. New York side collections, $902. Railroad credit card transactions, $25,457.10. Railroad permits, $768. Railroad mobile payment, 2320 parking, $8,346.50. Online railroad permits, $14,832. Parking meter collections, $7,921.50, and merchant permits, $125, for a grand total of $59,940.10, submitted by the Traffic Maintenance Supervisor Tyrone Gibbons. Okay, I'm going to just be real brief. I'm going to pretty much forego a basic ward report, but I would like to just take my time or my minutes to say so long and farewell to Armando Medina. Armando and I go back quite a ways. I think he was on council just for one term longer than I. But there's something unique about Armando's ward and my ward. It seems like we always wanted to flip-flop our residents. There was one time things on one side of St. George Avenue belonged to the 9th Ward, and then they did some redistricting, and all of a sudden it became the 1st Ward. And then they realized, well, maybe we weren't so bright when we did that, and they took it back, and it now belongs to the 9th Ward. So for about, I would say, 6 years or so, Armando and I kept flip-flopping residents. So now we have this great little group of people who always seem to call us both. But I wanted to say that he's an amazing person to partner with when it comes to doing yard sales, and just anything that helps to make our community better. You're a great person, Armando. You're a great council person, and I'm gonna miss you. You're always someone that I could speak to who kind of like, level-headed, and just makes a lot of sense with some of the things that he says. I wish you and your family the best in your new endeavors. Don't forget where you come from, okay? And just remember, you can always come back home. So once again, many blessings to you and your family. Next, I got a special phone call from one of the residents in my ward who Armando and I work with quite a bit. His name is J.J. Warch. And unfortunately, J.J. could not be here today to wish you well. So he asked me to take a few moments on his behalf to thank you for being an amazing man and to say thank you for being an amazing person, for being an amazing councilman, and for being just an amazing member of our community. He also wants to say thank you for being someone who he could respect, for being someone who helps everyone regardless of their race, religion, or background. But mostly he says thank you for being a friend. Armando, JJ wishes you well, and he too will miss you. That ends my report.
Thank you, Councilwoman Ormond. Councilman Javik?
Yes, thank you, Council President. As chairman of the Fire Committee, the Fire Prevention Bureau collected the following monies during the month of March 2024, a total of $20,331.26. Regarding the Linden Fire Department ambulance billing, the amount of $80,851.26 for March 2024 have been added to the total deposits for 2024, totaling $278,531.58. The Construction Code Department has issued 220 permits and processed 32 certificates for the month of March 2024. Monthly revenue is as follows. Building and CCO permits and additional permit fees, $179,542. Zoning, $3,650. Court settlements for the month, $7,000. Reflective total being $190,192. A little thing from the Board of Health. Dates have been set for the 2024 rabies vaccination clinic as follows. Saturday, May 4th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., Firehouse number 2, 302 West St. George Avenue. Monday, May 6th, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m., Firehouse number 3, 1205 East Elizabeth Avenue. The next date has been changed, so please mark that down. The new date is Tuesday, May 14th, 5 to 8 p.m., Firehouse number 1, 302 Southwood Avenue. These clinics are free and open to all New Jersey residents, and we encourage all Linden residents to take advantage of these clinics for the vital immunizations that protect the health of their pets. For safety, all dogs must be leashed and all cats must be in carriers. Questions or information, call the Linden Health Department at 908-474-8409. Good evening, everybody. Well, as I have previously mentioned, overnight trucking is continuing to be a concern in parts of our ward. The police have been out issuing summonses addressing the situation. Speeding is also an issue on our streets, and we will be installing rumble strips on various locations. Lindegar Street from West Elizabeth Avenue to West Blanky Street will be converted to a one-way street for safety concerns with the flow of traffic in this area. Scooters, electric bikes, and such have become a problem in our uptown area, and we are actively looking for ways to handle this situation. Also, as a reminder, gas line work will be start on Wood Avenue in the evening within the next 2 weeks. Please plan alternate routes. This year, we will finally be repaving Fuller Road, which is the street alongside Superfresh on Style Street, by the new Dunkin' Donuts drive-thru. This is long overdue and extremely needed. Please also be vigilant when walking your dogs, also always keeping them on a leash. We have had several instances of dog attacks and bites around our town. I can be reached at 908-494-4608 or email me at bjavik@linden-newjersey.gov, on Facebook, Second Ward Councilman Barry E. Javik. And remember to visit our City of Linden website for all additional information. Council President, end of report.
Thank you, Councilman Javik. Councilwoman Caldwell, welcome back.
Thank you, Council President. I'm going to need a little bit more time, maybe like a minute and a half.
Okay.
If that's okay with you. Okay. Dear residents of the Third Ward, I hope this message finds you well and in good spirits. As your chair of the local assistance, I want to take a moment to remind you of the various resources available to our community. Local assistance service provides valuable information and resources on benefits, including general assistance benefits through Work First New Jersey and emergency assistance benefits for eligible residents in New Jersey. You can easily apply for these benefits online at www.njhelps.gov. And for unemployment assistance, please visit myunemployment.newjersey.gov. In case of emergencies, do not hesitate to contact 211 for immediate assistance. And I want to thank our Director, John Watkins, for all the work he does. Thank you very much. Furthermore, as the chair of IT, I am pleased to inform you about cybersecurity initiatives and projects we've been implementing to ensure the safety and security of our city's digital infrastructure. Mandatory cybersecurity training is now in place for all City of Linden employees with .gov accounts or access to city computers. The training covers a range of topics, including online classes, ethical phishing, email simulations, credential leaks, and vulnerability management to enhance awareness and to prepare against cyber threats. Several security projects such as adoption of password manager for all city and fire department personnel, awareness to restrict access to city accounts outside the United States, and the deployment of CrowdStrike's advanced endpoint protection through New Jersey, the state and local cybersecurity grant program are underway to bolster our cybersecurity defenses. I want to thank TeleApp as well as our police department and Jerry Bishop for working on this, and you're doing a phenomenal job. In addition to these updates, I want to express my sincere gratitude for your patience and support during my recent health journey. Following a challenging period of misdiagnosis and mobility issues, I underwent a hip replacement surgery in January of 2024. After losing 80 pounds to meet the surgical requirements, through dedication, physical therapy, lifestyle changes, I regained my mobility, and I am committed to inspiring others to prioritize their health and advocate for themselves in the face of adversity. I extend a heartfelt thanks to my medical team, especially Dr. Ahmed Siddiqui, Hackensack Meridian Health, JFK, as well as my husband, Ray, my sons, Trevor and Tyler, friends, colleagues who provided unwavering support through this journey. Moreover, I am grateful to the mayor, council president, council, and community members for their support and supporting my request for the infrastructure improvements at the four-way stop at the PAL. I've been asking for this request since I became councilwoman, and it finally came into fruition. As your councilwoman, I am honored to serve as the Third Ward and remain dedicated to being a part of the solution. Remember, I am here to support you, and my commitment is never to give up or give in. Let's continue working together for the betterment of our community. And please mark on your calendars the upcoming Third Ward Community Meeting on May 28th at the Linden Public Library. Your participation and feedback are invaluable as we strive to address community needs and concerns. I want to thank all the city's employees for their work and dedication. I want to give a special shout out to Mindy Kuzniak for her hard work on the healthcare affair. And I want to address the scooter issues because between Roselle and, between Roselle and Elizabeth Ave and Wood Avenue, there is a scooter issue. please be considerate of other constituents walking on the sidewalk. You're causing issues, and you can cause harm to our residents. So please take it easy and do not ride the scooters on the sidewalks. I also want to wish Councilman Medina well on his new chapter in his life. It has been a pleasure serving with you. I can call you and bounce ideas off of, he's been here for what, 12 years? So I'm still a novice as a councilwoman, but I appreciate all our conversations. Do not be a stranger. I wish you the best. And that concludes my report. And by the way, my number is 908-531-0676, and my email is mcaldwell@linden-newjersey.org. That concludes my report, Council President. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Councilman Mohammed?
Good evening, Council President. Good evening. Council. My dear friends and neighbors, I look forward to seeing more of you as the weather improves and moving about the community. Please reach out to me if you you have any Fourth Ward concerns. And also please reach out to me if you have a child that you would like to be considered for our summer help program. Text me, 908-463-4843. Text me, 908-463-4843. I also wish to congratulate and wish him Godspeed to Councilman Medina and his next iteration of his journey in life. And I'd like to welcome back Ms. Virginia Malik back to the council chambers. It's always good to see you. There's some I don't know, it's not such a pleasure, but when we see you, I know things are going to be okay. Welcome back. And welcome to all the people that are here to keep seeing the city move forward. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman.
That concludes my report.
Thank you. Councilman Rivas.
Good evening, Council President. As a liaison with the city and the Board of Education, I would like to inform you of some of the activities that the Linden Board of Education and the school district is offering to our citizens. They have an excellent program called Mental Health Matters. It is part of what they call the Parents University, and they will have a session on the title Mindfulness for Parents tomorrow, April 17 at 5:30 p.m. at 100 Edgewood Road here in Linden. The following week, they will have a session on social emotional learning. This is offered for all the parents of our children at school. These are great seminars. I would like to invite all of you to please to attend. Additionally, Madam President, City Council members, the Linden Board of Education has a great partnership with our City Hall, with Mayor Astor, the City of Linden, and the Department of Public and Park Recreations, and throughout their webpage. They are informing and advertising some of the different activities that the Department of Park and Recreation offers to our children. There is a spring wrestling. The dates are between April 9 and June 13. All this information, you can find it in the emails that normally our Linden School District Superintendent sends to all the parents. And if you don't have a child in the school system, you can find all the information not only in the city website, but also in the website of the school city district. There is also another program for youth arts and crafts. A nice program that I looked at it, that has been advertised through the Board of Education, is called Hook 'em Fishing. Our children to have the ability to fish, and there are certain days available with a $10 fee. The first day was April 11, but then the next day will be April 25th, May 2nd, and May 9th, continue all the way into June 13th. For registrations, please follow the information provided. Last but not least, we have two other activities that they are advertising for our children. It's the summer track conditioning program and Kids to Parks Day, which is scheduled for Saturday, May 18, 2024. To all my neighbors and the citizens of Linden, as you were part of the presentation of the budget, the school board takes great amount of our budget, and they have their meetings where all of you can learn from them the good work that they are performing. The next work session is on Tuesday, April 23rd, and the regular meeting is scheduled for Thursday, April 25th, at the gym, at the gymnasium of school number 1. In regards to my Fifth Ward report, I'd like to say thank you to all my neighbors in the Fifth Ward for continuing to give me support messages on the personal circumstance that occurred to me a year ago. I really, really thank you, and God bless all of you for understanding how difficult could it be for a family to learn a new chapter in their life. I want to say that I am committed, that I am going to continue to work for the best if I can in order to provide assistance to all my neighbors in the Fifth Ward, and as well to anybody in the city that I can. I'd like to echo my partner, Councilman for the Third Ward, on congratulating and say thank you for the hard work of our city officials, especially to Mindy, who is very well deserved everything of what she does. I have witnessed that she has a lot of heart on everything that she does. I also like to inform you that on April 27 and April 28, together with the 8th Ward, we're going to be hosting the 2024 white garage sales with no permit required for the neighbors of the 5th Ward, and together with the 8th Ward. And later on the year, we will have another opportunity in October. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm still new on City Council, and as I said, I'd like to continue to thank all the neighbors and the support that my council partners and members are providing me, the mayor, council president, and everybody else. If you want to reach out to me, please don't not hesitate to do so. My email is crivas@linden-nj.gov. Madam President, that concludes my report.
Thank you, Councilman Rivas. Councilman Roman.
Thank you, Council President. I'm going to need some extra time because I have to read the health report. Oh, you know what? Barry Javick already wrote it. I'll skip on that. Councilwoman Caldwell, it's great to have you back on this dais. I'm very happy that you're here. I want to, as a member of the Linden Fire Committee, I want to invite residents to the 2024 Junior Fire Academy, which is taking place June 25th through June 28th. This is a great program for your 7th and 8th grade age children to learn what it's like to be a firefighter over a week-long training, especially the ones you think that might be future firefighters. We have a really great fire department who honestly, they see some hard things and they protect us all day and night. So if you have a kid that may be interested in joining up, visit our Linden website, visit the Linden Fire Department Facebook page for more information on that. Speaking of our fire department, we're about to pass another resolution for a new ambulance to the tune of almost $400,000. I think we have 2 ambulances and a fire ladder on order. We have 2 brand new ambulances and a fire ladder on order, which is probably in the tune of almost $3 million. But the point is that this is equipment that is needed for our firefighters. We as a council spare no expense to make sure that our fire chief, his command staff, and the men and women of our fire department have what they need so that they can keep our families safe and do their job and keep themselves safe in the process. So 2023 and 2024 resurfacing projects. Work has already started on Woodlawn in the dead end, and we are going to be resurfacing and doing concrete work all the way up to Union Avenue, about 2 blocks from 1 and 9. That's already in motion. You'll see a lot of new concrete, a lot of new curbing, and new handicap accessible walkways. I really wanted to say that in front of Diane Wilverding, but she left right before it because that's our neighborhood, and she's going to be very happy about that. Bob Sadowski, we're also replacing his sidewalks. I wanted him to hear that as well. So it's overdue for the area. We are also paving East Munsell from Clinton into the dead end near the graveyard cemetery, and also East Stimson from Woodlawn to Munsell. I'm sorry, Woodlawn to Clinton. Honestly, after this, there's only about a half a dozen roads in the 6th Ward that, over the last 6 years, that have not been paved. West Munsell is certainly on top of the list, as well as the obvious one, which is Pleasant and West Linden Avenue, over near where the GM property was and Legacy Square is now. Pleasant and West Linden Avenue is just in atrocious condition. It's unexcusable. The water company isn't quite done there yet, but they've really, really made it hard to drive on that street. So just avoid it if you can. Not even if you can, just avoid it completely until the work is finished and we can get something done over there. So it'll be up to the water company to replace it, as they have done a lot of the damage over there. And DPW is, or DCS is filling a lot of the potholes over there, but they just keep opening up. It's really hard to do that. So if you do drive over there, you're going to damage your vehicle, and I just tell you not to go over there until the work's done. But the work on the train station and the train station block and bridge is nearly complete. I really want to sincerely thank Jerry Bishop, Nick Fantina, Tyrone Givens, everyone at the Department of Community Services who worked on that project. There's a lot of you. It looks great so far. There's a little bit of painting that is going to be done, and there's going to be a really good spring cleanup coming through with our Special Improvement District and our Public Properties Division. So I'm excited that things will be spruced up around the train station. Aesthetics and cleanliness go a long way for making you proud where you live. And the train station has long been considered the open front door of our city. So I'm glad that we're trying to make it look as aesthetically pleasing as possible. We just passed the ordinance for a 4-way stop sign on East Clinton Avenue, on East 13th Street in Clinton. After many years on council, finally we have a 4-way stop sign to slow these speeders down. I have seen multiple horrific, 40-mile-an-hour accidents at this intersection, and I want to thank this council for your support on this ordinance. We may need another one down the line, but we're going to be looking at that as time progresses. I'm also asking our 7th Ward councilman to my right, who shares one side of the street in the 7th Ward, as well as our traffic committee, to help me expand the signage on Clinton Street to stop these monster light traffic trucks that are way over the legal limit from turning onto 13th Street and 12th and 11th. They're always breaking the law when they turn on those streets. They are way over the legal limit, and they're taking down many of our tree branches, our electrical wires. They get stuck in the streets because they can't navigate them, and it's just a loud noise in a completely residential neighborhood. So I appreciate the help. We're going to be looking to expand signage to stop them from coming on and expand enforcement through our police department. Finally, Armando, Councilman Medina, you're fired up, man. He's been saying that to me for over 10 years I've known him. Every time he saw me, fired up. I'm really going to miss that up on this dais. So thank you for your service to the residents of Sunnyside and the residents of Linden. Thank you, sir. Council President, concludes my report.
Thank you, Councilman Roman. Okay, Councilman Strano?
All right. You really didn't have to reset. That's, some of us are old, and I'm not going to take as much time as these other people. Real quick, confidential personnel report for this month. Department of the Treasury, number 1, approved the change in work hours for Isabella Gonzalez, student assistant, not to exceed 35 hours per week at the rate of $17.13 per hour, effective May 9th, 2024 through September 9th, 2024. Number 2 is in the Department of Construction Code, approving the advertisement statewide for the position of an electrical subcode official, full-time at salary of $74,090 to $138,773. B is approving the advertisement statewide for the position of a fire subcode official, part-time at the hourly range of $39.37 to $66.38 an hour. 3 in the Department of the Police, or Police Department. A is approving the amendment of the appointment dates for Renee Garcia and Diamond Livingston Public Safety Telecommunicator trainees from March 1st of 2024 to April 15th of 2024. and we're approving the residency waiver for Renee Garcia. 4 is in the office of the mayor. A is approving the advertisement for the position of a confidential administrative secretary to the business administrator, full-time at a salary range beginning at $48,000 to $137,463. 5 in personnel is approving the FMLA, NJFLA leaves on file in the Division of Personnel. Move for approval and ask for a second.
Second.
Mrs. Ormond?
Yes.
Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell? Mohammed?
Yes.
Rivas?
Yes.
Roman?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Medina?
Yes.
Hudak?
Yes.
Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes. Go ahead, Councilman
All right, that
Strata.
concludes the personnel report. Real quick update on our skate park. Our skate park is not officially open yet. We're at this point doing some final dressing up on the landscaping on the outside. And I just want, I mean, it's, as much as it's not open yet, it's being used every day. It just warms my heart to see that there's a park that's being used every day, even when it's raining out. It's just great to see that, you know, there's an outlet for those people who are endeavoring to enjoy that sport. Stay tuned for the ribbon cutting ceremony. Hopefully, we should be able to set a date for that at next month's meeting. And real quick, I just wanted to congratulate Armando Medina on a job well done. Little side note story. When Armando's son was attending school too, I would get a report almost every morning. Hey, Ralph, there's some guy's got a truck parked over here, or some guy's got a truck parked over there. And he was always great about, you know, being, you know, just personable and being able to, communicate, you know, with other council people in such a way that, you always felt good to, have that guy's back. And I wish you luck, and I know you'll do great. You're a great individual. Semper Fi, or whatever they say.
Fired up. Fired up.
Concludes my report.
Thank you, Councilman Strano. Councilman Armstead.
Thank you, Council President. Real brief, I just wanted to let the people of the 8th Ward know that there is a new convenience store that just opened. Well, it was rebought by somebody else. It's on the corner of McGilvery and Greer Avenue, right on the corner. It's a new store, so support your local business. Their prices are pretty decent. I've been in there and shopping. I also wanted to thank the Department of DPW for the outstanding work that they have been doing in the community. I have seen the streets so cleaned. The areas where people are dumping, they're on it right away. They're getting it cleaned up. And also, as well, I wanted to speak on the streets that needed to be paved. I'm getting a lot of calls, and I'm just asking the people to be patient. These streets are on the list. Chandler Avenue, Baltimore Avenue, they're on the list to get paved, and just be patient. It is going to get done. Also, and I'm just going to close this out, on April 27th and April 28th, the 8th Ward is having a yard sale. You don't need a permit for the yard sale. You can just sit yourself out that day, but I'm also asking for you to register with me. You can call me at area code 908-463-8986, or you can text me. And you can also go to my email address, marmstead@linden-nj.gov. You can also email me there. That basically concludes my report, but before I conclude, I'd like to say, Armando, it's really, really been nice knowing you. I've known you before I was even thinking about running for office, and one of the nicest guys that I can honestly say that I have met on this city council. You know, everybody has a journey, and people, there's never end of the journey. And a friend of mine once told me, he said, the joy is in the journey. So I hope you keep enjoying life, and I wish you all the best. And that's all I have for today. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilman Medina.
Thank you, Council President, and of course, this will be my last report on this dais. Sitting up here, just thinking of ways, how am I going to start this report? right? Can I talk about what's coming down the pipe for the Ninth Ward? Or should I talk about, you know, what we accomplished as a community? And I think I'm going to start with that. We accomplished so much in the Ninth Ward in the last 12 years. I can't believe it's been 12 years. Time just goes so fast. You know, from living on Orchard Terrace, seeing all the craziness and wildness, getting involved, and actually winning an election, which is just crazy. And getting the work put in right from day one. First things we did, stop signs on Orchard and DeWitt Terrace. That took a year. No, no's, no, no's. That's what I kept on getting up here. No's, 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 no's. And we finally got it done. Resident permit parking on all 9 side streets. And we do these things for quality of life for the residents of the Ninth Ward and throughout the city of Linden. So much more have been accomplished between improving parks, Sunnyside Park, Palin Park, you name it, et cetera. So many things have been accomplished. And I can sit up here for a couple of hours and kind of go through every single one of them. But I think the most important thing is answering people's phone calls, listening to them, meeting with them, trying to address their concerns, because you cannot address every single concern. But I think the most important piece is just listening to people and taking their calls. Treat them like you want to be treated. And I think that's what made me successful as a councilman the last 12 years here in this governing body. And that's why they had so much faith in me and kept on voting me back in with no obstacles. And I really enjoy that. So this is definitely bittersweet. I'm going to miss the daily interaction. That's actually a double-edged kind of statement to say, because sometimes those interactions can be stressful, but I will miss the daily interactions. I will miss the community. I will miss this dais, just working with Council President. She's actually my favorite up here. Sorry, guys. Council President and I go back a ways, and
We got Elizabeth roots.
yes, we do. Yes, we do. And Council President was there, along with Joe Bodak in his office, with Jennifer Honan, assisting me throughout the first couple of years on council, just trying to get things accomplished. But I will miss this dais. I will miss working with everyone here. Maybe I'll pop in from time to time. But a lot has been accomplished, and I'm proud of that. A lot of people have called and thanked me for my service and whatnot. Some have called because they're a little bit upset. Why are you leaving? Why are you leaving? Why are you leaving? And, you know, we all have our reasons. We all have to take care of our families and do what we have to do to benefit our own families, of course. So I won't be far, and I think the Ninth Ward is in good shape. Alfred, I know you're going to be coming in. I met this guy a few years ago. He always hooked me up, but he hasn't called me in a while, but it's all good. I'm still waiting for that call back from that text, by the way. But I will be assisting him. If he asks me for help, I will help him transition into the role. And I just ask people, allow this council in a democratic process to transition Alfred into this role. He's also on Orchard Terrace. We're right in front of that beautiful stop sign that we put in there in 2013, by the way. But I'm here to help with anything and answer any questions for anyone that might need some answering. But real quick, in the Ninth Ward, road improvement are coming down the pipe. Orchard, Summit, and DeWitt paving will begin, I hope, in the beginning of spring. Sidewalk, I actually just submitted a few sidewalk that I missed from last year, and those were already submitted in as well. So the Ninth Ward's in good shape. A lot of things have been done, a lot of due diligence have been done to rectify some of those issues between the flooding on Rosewood and DeWitt, and Rosewood and Northwood Avenue and whatnot. So I think you're walking into a pretty stable place. You just have to take the calls, Alfred. Remember, just take the phone call, no matter what, or just text people back. But again, he's going to miss everyone here. There's a lot of people I want to thank. Again, City Clerk, Office, Treasurer's Office, DPW, Public Properties, everyone here, the Police Department, Fire Department, Engineering. It's just so many people. Construction Code, it's just so many people. Everyone here made it possible for me to be successful here. And I built some good relationships, so look forward to just checking in, and hopefully people check in with me. With that being said, I will be available until April 30th, 11:59 p.m. My number is 908-986-6100. Thank you, and that concludes my final report.
Thank you, Councilman Medina. Councilwoman Hudak.
Thank you. So it's time to declutter your home. The 10th Ward is having a free yard sale this weekend, April 20th and the 21st, so all residents of the 10th Ward are welcome to participate. And the Linden Recreation Department, they have many activities that play an important role in our community, so I encourage everyone to go to their website and look at the many activities, and to also contact them at 908-474-8600. And I also would like to wish my amazing council partner, Armando, you will be missed. I wish you well, enjoy the next chapter, and thank you for your service. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Okay, I have a short report this evening. On behalf of the City Council, I'd like to thank our telecommunicators, our dispatchers down in Central Dispatch. It's Telecommunicator Week. It's not an easy job that they have. Not everybody could do that job. You have to have a lot of patience, remain calm. So we'd like to thank them for their service that they do to the City of Linden. Also, I attended the Friends of Linden Library this past Saturday, their reorganization meeting. They are doing a lot of fundraising to bring programs to the library. One such is they're having a bulb sale. There's a catalog available. You get it online, or it's available at the library. The sale dates are March 20th to May 10th, or the online sales are March 20th to May 15th. The shipping is just $6.99 per order. You could have it shipped to the library, or if you do the online order, you could do it out of your house. They have some very beautiful bulbs and stuff and other products. So I encourage you, if you're going to buy any products for your gardens, to consider looking at the library fundraiser. And last but not least, Councilman Medina, I want to wish you the best on your next journey. You did an exceptional job as a councilman here, and big shoes to fill. You know, never any complaints from your constituents. You're always there to serve them. So we wish you the best. I know you're moving on, but so your most important job you'll have more time for is that time with your son. So we're going to miss you. You know, always come back to fire us up a little bit. You know, you're welcome. And we'll all stay in touch with you. So thank you again for everything. Okay. Mayor Armstead?
Yes, good evening all. The only thing I'm going to report on tonight is the fact that today we had our official groundbreaking for our RNG project, which will be converting natural food waste to a natural gas food waste into a natural gas byproduct. The project is going to be on the old Clayton property down on Lower Road. It's a $440 million project. It will, again, produce a valuable renewable natural gas and sustainable energy recovery from diverted organics into waste, from food waste. The project is going to be the largest carbon reduction project in the state, and probably one of the largest in the country. The facility can process approximately 1,500 tons of organic waste per day, and will produce 3,800 decatherms per day of renewable gas energy. That's the equivalent of 31,000 gallons of gasoline every day. So this project, again, is a tremendous project for the city of Linden. It sets the tone for us to be considered a green city, and it will reduce the carbon footprint for years to come. That's it. And incidentally, back in 2014, if you can remember what I campaigned on, it was to eliminate the garbage tax and find ways to better utilize our waste. So what we're calling this is a waste diversion plan, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing here at this location. Diverting waste that we will be sending to an incinerator to get burned that we pay to have burned by the tonnage, it will be coming to our, it will be going to our anaerobic digester facility to be processed. So it's going to take 2 years. It won't be completed until 2025, late 2025, but when it's up and running, it's going to be a tremendous asset for the city of Linden. That concludes my report. Oh, and I know I said this already, Armando. We're going to miss you. Thank you for all you've done, all your contributions to the city. And again, people don't realize when you become an elected official, it's like living in a fishbowl. And all of a sudden, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. But it takes a special person to be an elected official. And we thank you for putting up with us and putting up with the public. So God bless you in your endeavors.
Thank you, Mayor. Okay, we'll now move on to resolutions. This evening, we have resolutions 2024-199 to 2024-228. Can we have a motion, please?
Madam President, I'd like to make a motion to approve resolutions 2024-199 to 2024-228, and I respectfully request a second.
Second.
Mrs. Ormond?
Yes.
Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell? Mohammed?
Yes.
Rivas?
Yes.
Roman?
One moment, Joe, I apologize. Yes to all, except 209, I vote no.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Medina?
Yes.
Hudak?
Yes.
Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes to all. I abstain on 227. We'll now move on to ordinances on introduction, beginning with ordinance 6823, please.
An ordinance to amend and supplement Chapter 7 Traffic of an ordinance entitled, An Ordinance Adopting and Enacting the Revised General Ordinances of the City of Linden, 1999, passed November 23rd, 1999, and approved November 24th, 1999, and as amended and supplemented. Be it ordained by the Council of the City of Linden, Section 1, that Chapter 7 Traffic shall be amended to add Section 7-36 entitled Linden Multipurpose Center Parking Lot as follows. Section 1, 7-37 Linden Multipurpose Center Parking Lot.
Okay, could we have a motion for introduction of ordinance 6823, please?
Council President, I'd like to make a motion to introduce ordinance 6823 and ask for a second, please.
Second.
Ormond?
Yes.
Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell? Mohammed? Rivas? Roman? Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Medina?
Yes.
Hudak? Yes. Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes. Ordinance 6824, please.
Bond ordinance amending bond ordinance number 66-48, finally adopted by the City Council of the City of Linden on July 19, 2022, providing an additional sum of $350,000 for the City Hall chiller project.
Okay, can we have a motion on ordinance 6824, please?
Council President, I'd like to make a motion that we adopt ordinance 6824 and ask for a second, please.
Second.
Ormond?
Yes.
Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell? Mohammed? Rivas? Roman? Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Medina?
Yes.
Hudak? Yes. Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes. Okay, we'll now move on to comments from members of the public in attendance on city business only. No personal, political, or derogatory comments, not to exceed 3 minutes. Okay. Craig Halloran?
Craig Halloran, 120 Donaldson Place. First, I'd like to say, Councilman Medina, it's been an honor to work with you up here, and thank you for your service, and I only wish you and your family well into your future. Councilman Caldwell, it's good to have you back again. I have 2 questions. One is, why do we need a city administrator? And 2, under Robert's Rule of Order, if I don't use all of my 3 minutes speaking time, can I cede that to another member of the public?
Is that the end of your comments?
That's it.
Okay. Mr. Antonelli, would you like to respond to the Robert Rules one?
So with regard to the city administrator, obviously, there's an ordinance that created the position some years ago. But I could tell you, Mr. Halloran, I've been practicing law for 26 years. I've been representing public entities for just as long. That the city of Linden does not have an administrator defies common sense and logic. And while I think Mayor Armstrong does a fantastic job running the day-to-day, at the end of the day, most, if not all municipalities, and those even smaller in size, population-wise, to the city of Linden, so, for example, our neighbors in Fanwood, which I believe has a population, Mayor, of about 5,000 people, has an administrator. Public entities, municipalities particularly, have become very complex over the years. It's actually a profession. It's a professional position. People take courses, they get certified. So while I'm speaking for council, I suppose, but it's obviously council's decision. It's a mayoral nomination with advice and consent of council, and obviously it's their decision to make that appointment or not. So hopefully that answers your question on that issue.
I am not questioning the mayor's ability to do his job. I like what he does. I'm not questioning that at all. But last night at the caucus meeting, it was brought up that somebody in the Public Works Department was making room for a city administrator's office, and that's where my brain started thinking, well, why do we need this? And maybe I missed something, and I admit my hearing is bad, but I thought I heard that last night at the caucus meeting. So much for that comment.
Sure. And your second question again, could you repeat that?
Yes, under Robert's Rule of Order, if I don't use my 3 minutes of speaking time, can I cede that to another member of the public?
So our rules, obviously, as you know, limit public comment to 3 minutes. It would be my position that you cannot cede or defer your time to another member of the public.
Okay, that answers my question. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Halloran. Okay, Virginia Malik? No? Okay. Hope I'm saying this right. Ron Wallach and Alan Barnes? Are you- Okay.
Good evening.
Please
My
just
name
state your
is-
name and addresses for the record. Your names
Yes,
and-
Ron Walulak, not a name you hear every day, and Alan Barnes.
Okay.
And we are both volunteers with the Reed Foundation. It's Recyclers Educating Against Drugs. And the way, we are a 501c3 charity that helps other charities and nonprofit organizations. We also contribute to the Linden Mayor's Youth Commission, and we're happy to be able to do that. And that's the reason we're here tonight. We're looking to get some more clothing bins. That's how we raise the funds. So we're looking to get some more clothing bins on the ground, and we're asking the council people here to help us in that endeavor. You know your wards, you know your people. Who do you think could help us? Who would be a good candidate? We'll do all the heavy lifting. We just need you to help us maybe do a little selling for us. And we're looking for, obviously, businesses. And 2 other points. I have a connection to Linden. Years ago, I had a plumbing supply in Linden on St. George Avenue. And unfortunately, that burnt down. Otherwise, I probably still would have been here. And the other point I'd like to make is I'm just sorry that we won't be able to work with Councilman Medina. We're missing an opportunity.
Okay, I'm sure the council will look into seeing if they have any locations in their wards.
Okay. I have some little literature for you, just that'll help.
You want to get, you can get. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Who's going to get some more? Okay. Thank you, sir. Next, we have John Kazar.
John Kaiser, 23 West Munsell Avenue. I know my name was second on there. I thought you was going to put a little okey doke on me. So I'm not going to apologize last month for going over. I did it on purpose, obviously. I wanted to show the hypocrisy in the rules that aren't really rules. They're arbitrary guidelines, to benefit you. Rules for me, not for thee. Welcome back, Ms. Caldwell. How are you? I asked about you a few times. Good to see you. Good to see you healthy. Mr. Rivas, I want to thank you. Yesterday, you kept apologizing for asking questions about the resolutions, but we need that. We need council people engaged, knowing exactly what they're voting on each month. The train station does look nice. I'm just a little concerned. We replaced it with the exact same things that was destroyed, so hopefully it doesn't get destroyed. Mr. Medina, thank you, sir. Good job. I met him a few years ago. Came up to me with Gretchen in Abigail's. I saw your letter on Nextdoor app, really nice. I saw all the people that responded, your constituents, and you did a really good job. It's going to be tough shoes to fill. Smart man, stayed off of Facebook, didn't get involved in all this stuff. We called him Switzerland for a while, right? Just neutral, just got the job done. But I think I put you on a few memes throughout the years. Thank you for not taking me to court, sir. So he's not the only 9th Ward councilman that's jumping ship. We have Linden's favorite son, Mr. Nicholas Scutari, just sold those properties too. We hear about how great Linden's doing, and it's a little concerning that we have 2 prominent politicians in the 9th Ward, and they're leaving. So there's going to be a new councilman. Good luck, sir. Welcome. Mr. Armstead, Mayor Armstead got his hooks in you already. They're going to get to, but you're going to come on board, and there is going to be a democratic process, and it's going to be an election still, right? There's going to be a primary, and there's going to be 2 men on that primary. There should be 3 men, okay? Of course, the mayor stuck his nose in a place he shouldn't have. John, this is the corrupt stuff you talked about that you said you'd never run out of information about, but you stopped doing that. So it kind of sounds like the mayor violated New Jersey Election Law 183.1B, but that's for another day. They're about to start the stuff on my block. My neighborhood's going to go through a change like I've never seen before. I've been the staunchest defender of this city. I love my town. I love Linden. It's getting tough. My friends that moved away, they say, why are you defending it? It's a sinking ship, man. When they say it's a shithole, I almost want to fight them sometimes. And it's tough to defend some of the things that are going on right now. Sunnyside is just a mess. Driving through there, I can't believe what's happened there. The rental properties are it's crazy. And there was a shooting in there. I'm surprised you didn't bring that up, Councilwoman Hudak, from the other night. I was there, 11 o'clock, so that's very concerning. What do I got, 10? Okay, I won't go over on my time this month, so thank you.
Thank you for your comments. Okay, could we have a motion to close the public comment portion of the meeting, please?
Council President, I'd like to make a motion to close the public portion and ask for a second, please.
Ormond?
Yes.
Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell? Mohammed?
Yes.
Rivas?
Yes.
Roman?
Yes.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Medina?
Yes.
Hudak?
Yes.
Mrs. Yermakaitis?
Yes. Okay, comments from members of the governing body? Okay. All right, Councilman Rivas?
Thank you, Madam President. In these short minutes, I'd like to say something that I did not say it was my time to speak. Armando has been the only one possibly during the time that I have didn't mention how sorry we are that we are losing you. You're going to be missed. I would like to say that when I learned about politics here in the city of Linden, New Jersey, I learned about our first Hispanic councilman in the city, and you inspire me. You inspire me, and you inspire many others. They have wanted to keep defending a great place to live like the city of Linden. I wish you the best. You know that you have friends on all of us. You have friends with me and my family, and God bless you. and good luck in your endeavors.
All right, Councilman Strano?
Thanks, Council President. Real quick, I failed to mention that on April 25th, I believe that's Friday, I didn't check my calendar, but Stephanie from the engineering's office reminded me today that Williams Pipeline is doing a volunteer day at the rain gardens that are around Memorial Park, and it's a volunteer day. It so happens to coincide with Take Your Kids to Work Day. So if there's anybody that feels like they need to get some good gardening in, we sure could use the help. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilman Roman?
Thank you, Council President. I just want to talk about the shooting. It was on my mother's block, John, block I grew up on. And then I heard that 7 shots were put through a house on Elmwood, knowing my mother was sleeping like 100 yards away, if even. It's scary. The degradation of what's going on in our society and with our law enforcement and disrespect of our law enforcement is making it is making areas in the city and other cities unsafe. And I just want to thank them for doing their jobs. It's not easy. Every time they pull someone over or what, they got to worry about what they're going to find. So I appreciate our law enforcement. I will make a guarantee that what happened on Elmwood is going to find a resolution. I'll tell you that. So thank you, Council President.
Thank you. Councilman Javik?
I just want to wish Councilman Medina all the best in his future endeavors, and it was a privilege to serve with you.
Thank you. Councilwoman Ormond?
Thank you, Council President. I just want to take a few moments to say that with everything that went on today, Councilman Medina leaving, a firefighter being honored, the students being honored, we did not take the time to mention that April is Autism Awareness Month. Not even just Autism Awareness Month, but Autism Acceptance Month. It's more than just being aware, but it's about accepting the population that's growing by leaps and bounds and embracing them into our community. When my children were diagnosed, it was 1 in 366. Now, 1 in 36 children are being diagnosed on the spectrum. It's a pervasive developmental delay that affects children in a neurological aspect. It impairs their social, their communication skills. And it's a challenging life if you're raising children or if you are one of those children that are on the spectrum. So just to let the parents know, the caregivers know, the teachers, the social workers, and all the people who are involved with children and even young adults on the spectrum, don't feel as though you ever have to walk this journey alone. There are a lot of people that are behind you and are supporting you. Happy Autism Awareness and Acceptance Month to everyone out there.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Thank you for supplying the pins for Autism Awareness Month for the dais. We appreciate it. Anyone else on the dais? Wish to? Okay. To the residents of the 9th Ward, once Councilman Medina leaves on the 30th, till we make a transition to a new councilman, if I could be of assistance to anyone, my number is 908-494-0880, and my email address is on the city website, myamakaitis@linden-nj.gov. I'll be willing to help you in any which way I could, and I'll be looking forward to, I'll be working with whoever is appointed as the new 9th Ward councilman. They're going to have big shoes to fill, you know. So I know you're trying to keep it together down here, Councilman Medina. We're going to miss you, you know. Stay fired up, okay? All right, the next council meetings will be as follows. Council conference meeting Monday, May 20th at 6 p.m. in the council conference room, City Hall. Council conference meeting prior to the council meeting, Tuesday, May 21st at 6 p.m. in the council conference room. Council meeting Tuesday, May 21st at 7 p.m. in the council chambers. These meetings will be held in person. Could we have a motion to adjourn, please?
So moved.
Second.
Ormond?
Yes.
Javik?
Yes.
Caldwell? Mohammed?
Yes.
Rivas?
Yes.
Roman?
Aye.
Strano?
Yes.
Armstead?
Yes.
Medina?
The final time, yes.
Absolutely. Mrs. Yemakaitis?
Yes.